You caught a case in '98.
Yeah.
Okay. What was going on to where you caught a case? Let's talk about that.
Fucking around in Vegas, caught a 4G burglary and 4G burglary theft.
Oh, so in Nevada?
Yep.
That was your Fed case?
Yep.
All right. And what's it like going through the Fed system? You know, give us a little education on that whole process.
It's a lot different from the state. The feds is a little more serious.
So your case said the United States of America versus you.
Yeah.
And what were the charges again?
4G burglary and theft.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
And what were you initially facing when they first slapped you with it?
18.
And what was going through your mind when you got popped looking at all that time?
Bullshit.
Why so?
Because I knew I wasn't gonna get that time. I knew I wasn't gonna get it. I know they was gonna drop down on the time. That's just the first deal they gonna give you just to scare you.
So right off the top, you knew that they was putting a lot on it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Putting a 10 on the 2.
And so take me through that whole process from when they're giving you all this time to eventually taking the plea deal, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay.
By me being in Vegas, I had no address, so I had to sit in the halfway house because I was a flight risk. So they wouldn't let me come back out this way. So I had to sit out that way. Boom, once I finally called my time, did my time. And the difference between the feds and the state is the food, the different, I mean, the structure. The structure is different up in there as well too.
Explain.
Like, in the state, of course ain't no stealing. In the feds, of course ain't no stealing. But in the feds, it's a little bit more serious. You get a little more repercussions than you would in the state. In the state, they got a little more plan and a little shit slide a little bit more, but as far as the feds, you don't have none of that. But then you got a little more different advantages.
So I want you to, I'm confused. What do you mean by you can steal?
Okay, in the feds, you do majority of your time. In the state, you get 85% or whatever, you get half time or whatnot. So when you facing time in the feds, most likely you got money, you got crack for money. It ain't no playing in there. You off top getting told what's what, what's not. Same thing with the state as well too, but it's a little more structured in the feds, rather the state.
Okay, so then you get out of that case. What type of plea deal did you take on that?
32 months, 80%.
And how long did it take from getting arrested to agreeing to that plea?
A year.
Why so long?
Have no clue. The motherfuckers was trying to find out more shit.
On your Fed case, did you have any co-defendants?
No, I don't.
Okay. So once you took your deal, where did they send you to?
Terminal Island.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about Terminal Island. How can you explain what it's like being locked up in that place?
It's 2 yards. Shit, they got football, ice, fucking juice things. It was cool to me. It was fucked up I was in jail. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have my freedom, but they got pool tables and I was in there when they had the weights. So it was just finding out what's what and reading the room and chilling with the homies, and that was that.
So you bump into people you actually knew when you was in Terminal Island?
No.
But you're finding out where the Compton people at?
Yeah, the Compton car.
Okay. And you know, so when the Compton car consists of anybody and everybody that's Compton, regardless of rivalry, right?
Compton and Watts, all Crips.
What about Pyrus?
They got their own car.
Okay. What's it like being with those Crips, even though some of them are rivals, when you're in the feds?
It's strange from the beginning, but then at the same time, when you figure out the structure and you figure out the purpose on why you together, it makes sense.
So how much time were you free before you caught your state case?
Shit, probably 2 years.
And where'd you catch that case at?
Long Beach. Caught it in Long Beach.
And what was that about?
I'm on my way to work. I was working at Foot Action at the time. Shout out Foot Action. Give me a chance. I'm on my way to work.
Wait,
boom.
real quick, they hired you knowing that you was a felon and had that Fed case?
Yep.
Okay, and not too many places are hiring like that?
Not too many places hiring like that.
So you appreciated that, like, finally, someone hiring me?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so you're at Foot Action.
Mm-hmm. I'm at Foot Action. No, I'm on my way to Foot Action. I'm in Long Beach. Boom, Astro van pull up. Some Mexicans hop out. Boom. Oh, everyone go right there. You know, I got my little stuff in my bag, boom, switch it over. I'm about, you know, do my stuff or whatever. Shit, I ended up running into some fumigated apartments. So what happened is some people out there in Long Beach that I knew was already breaking in that motherfucker. So one of the homies stayed right next door to it. So he pretty much got on, boom, gave my little piece, and I get cracked for residential burglary. That's how I call my little state case. When I went to the state, I was like, shit, because I did Fed time first. So when I went to the state, it was a little bit more on your toes.
Okay, and in the feds, do they send you to a reception prison similar to the state?
Nah, it's a little different to me. It's a little different. When I went to reception, what was it, MDC? When I went to reception in the feds, I seen pool tables. When I went to the state, I seen where you from. Bunks being pushed back, you know what I mean? It's different in the feds.
Which reception did you go to in the state?
Delano?
Delano. Tory Lanez, the famous rapper, just hit Delano a couple months ago.
Damn.
Tell us what he's going through. What is it like? And this is a multi-million-dollar rapper in Delano.
Delano is fucking boring because you got to sit in there for 3 months. You don't get commissary. You don't get the phone calls. You don't get the, I wouldn't get letters and phone calls and nothing like that anyway though. But it's boring. By the time you hit reception, you already can't wait to go do your time because you so tired of sitting there.
Is some of that stress built up from being in the county for however long you were there?
Yeah, you thinking about the house, you thinking about your charges, you thinking about what you missing, the whole nine. So you sitting up in there now and you in reception, 2-man cell. You gotta look through the window out, to watch TV, or you just seeing different motherfuckers getting letters. That shit passing by you. Yeah.
Now you said once you get to the state, it's more about people saying where you from.
Yeah.
So explain that.
Because you go into the county. When you go through that county, that's where you take care of all your beef. You get your squabble on with your ops, the whole nine. Once you get to the state, ain't none of that going on.
How would you how would you describe it, the transition from being in the county to the state?
The county is more wild, loose, almost free. You know what I'm saying? Down there kind of like the streets, but a little more structured. That's how I look at the county compared to going to the state. When you go to the state, it's more so like, all right, ain't no more beefing with him. We gotta stay together. You know what I mean?